Good afternoon, Gupta ji. Congratulations, 16 weeks into the new tariff order. ये तो एक tariff order जब आया था, the entire industry was shaken apart, right? But I should congratulate you. We are seeing things falling in place. Lot of implementations. Consumers are exercising their rights. I will share the data as we progress along. Let me start by asking you. ये tariff order का जो objective था, has it been met, sir?
Yes, objective of tariff order has been met to very great extent. We wanted to bring a level playing field. We wanted to bring transparency in the sector. At no point of time consumers were aware about the price of individual channels. We were able to provide on EPG the price of individual channels. We have given choice to the consumer's hand whether he want to take, pay or free to air channels. And to that extent, I feel that this has gone a very long way and very positive step has been there.
I think it's a huge task to have some 600-700 channels. Currently, there are 1,000 plus channels, out of which 850 are registered. Each of them displaying a price. So, as a consumer today, I know कि मैं जो channel ले रहा हूँ, how much money I am paying for that channel. So, the transparency is something that I completely agree with you. It's a step in the right direction on the transparency front. लेकिन in an ideal case scenario, don't you think that as a consumer we should have the right to cherry pick every single channel? ये PAX का system ही नहीं रहा है. What do you think is a better thing? Leave aside the logistics. Logistically, I'm sure there's a problem जो आपने network capacity fee introduce किया है because of the cost of carriage. But would a solo be a 100% transparent addressable scenario, sir?
See, what you are telling is perfectly right. The idea is that if consumer want to choose each and every channel, he should have freedom to select. And that is why we always say, select what you want and pay what for you have selected. But you know, bouquets has to coexist with that. The reason being is that all the people who are using these type of TV channels or TV services are not too much IT savvy or not too much aware about the things. And therefore, to meet their requirement, if some MSOs or from some broadcasters make specific packages or specific bouquets which are of their use, there is no harm in that. But doing so, the interest of consumer has to be kept in mind, and that is of prime importance. And therefore, any effort where people want to give certain TV channels not withholding the interest of the consumer is unacceptable. And we are working on that.
Ji. So, we had done some data which we shared with you on the average number of channels that are consumed in a household, right? So, the national average is at about 16 channels. That's from the Chrome data. कि एक घर में on an average 16 channels consume होते हैं. And you can dissect it into different genres. दो news channels हो गए, mass entertainment हो गया, regional entertainment हो गया. Peaking at Delhi with 26 channels and the minimum in Jammu Kashmir with 8 channels. तो गुप्ता जी, मेरा सवाल ये है कि अगर हमारा नेशनल एवरेज ही 16 है, अगर हमें 16 चैनल्स ही देखने हैं, तो प्राइसेस कम जाएंगे ना ऑब्वियसली. बिकॉज अगर मेरे को 16 चैनल सेलेक्ट करने हैं, आई विल गेट एटलीस्ट अ सर्टेन नीड. अगेन द सर्विस इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 10 तो आपके नेटवर्क कैपेसिटी फी से निकल जाएंगे. The balanced channels have a consumer has to pick. So my question again to you, do you believe that your decision is in the right direction? क्योंकि consumers को 6 चैनल लेने हैं, तो अगर वो 6 carefully pick करता है तो उसके prices तो कम जाने चाहिए.
You are absolutely right. If consumer tries to choose only those channels which he want to view, there is no doubt that his price will be reduced. But if you look the legacy, in legacy, he has been getting large number of channels, whether he views them or not.
Approximately 350 channels.
Yeah, if he views or not viewing that particular channel, that has been a legacy. Now, changing that legacy, which is starting from some 90s, 97, 98 onwards to this particular point, people are slowly picking up and understanding that how to select the channels, what they want to view. Many people are not even aware that this type of empowerment has been given to them. Because India is a big country, we have been trying to give this message to all across, but somehow we are not able to reach to all nook and corner, and we are still working on that particular thing. Yeah. I hope as the knowledge of the new framework will reach to all, and as the people will start using it, the people will try to come down to a lower value of the channels what they are selecting as of now, as compared to what they were selecting earlier.
नहीं, ये बात ठीक है. इसमें थोड़ा डिसएग्रीमेंट है मेरा आपसे. the consumers are aware actually. You will be surprised to know, and thanks to all the broadcasters, हर broadcaster का campaign है as per the new tariff order. The levels of awareness are very high. Practically everyone who's a regular viewer of TV knows कि अब मेरे को channels हैं, free है, इसका price है. Issue वहाँ नहीं है. Issue जो हमें दिख रहा है ground पे, वो issue selection में हो रहा है. देखो, या तो inertia है, the consumers do not have the will to go and choose, या जो उनको बना बनाया पैकेजेस मिल रहा है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्लेटफॉर्म ओनर्स के, जिसको आपने बेस्ट फिट पैक बताया, या तो वो सही है. व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन? इज देयर कंज्यूमर इनर्शिया और द पैकेजेस आर डिजाइन्ड टू बी गुड इनफ?
देखिए, बेस्ट फिट प्लान वाज द टेम्परेरी रेमेडियल एक्शन which was taken by us around mid of the February. The idea was that many of the consumers were not able to immediately decide as to what channel they had to select because they were exposed to use of the bouquet system.
That's right.
So at that point of time, we empowered the DPOs that you make a bouquet which is most suitable to consumers' requirement, which has got mix of all the channels what consumer generally want in that particular location or area, and also ensure that price of such best fit plan should be similar or same as compared to the package what he is using. That was for intermediate arrangement till 31st of March 2019, so that freedom should be given to the consumers that if you are not able to get what you want, you can change immediately. And for that, we have also prescribed the time limits that in this particular time limit, DPO has to give the choice of the channels to the consumers. Now, having said that, if some DPO makes good package considering the requirement of the consumer, and consumer feel that what I am getting in the best fit plan is what actually I wanted, he accepts the best fit plan as his own plan.
So this
and I don't see any problem in that particular thing.
जी, so this is like when you're downloading a software, एक default settings होती हैं जो most conducive होती है, या आप उसको और optimize करें. तो आपके हिसाब से this is like the default setting.
Yeah.
हाँ.
Which
So that
can be modified.
That can be modified. So as a consumer, I can modify my choice at any given point of time.
Yes.
I want to know as a consumer, the data says some 72% almost is currently running on a best fit plan. तो इसके दोनों मतलब निकल सकते हैं कि inertia भी है या आपके हिसाब से पैकेज सही है. Does this leave a bigger opportunity? Okay, does this give a bigger opportunity for DTH players, because DTH conventionally has been more equipped with call centers, they are more consumer friendly, they are more corporate the way they have been. ये जो transition plan है, इसमें DTH का share बढ़ता जा रहा है थोड़ा. They are eating out of the digital cable. Is that something area of concern, or is it okay because it's all consumer choice?
See, any data available with us doesn't indicate this particular fact that subscription of DTH is increasing as against the MSOs. Fundamentally, if you look at the March month all across, not in this particular year, but otherwise also happens that many of the people are not recharging their TV subscriptions because of the exams and other similar sort of things. The choice to the consumers, either it is DTH or the MSOs, we have sent our team in the field, we have got it tested. We also send our team to the various subscribers to find out whether they are getting choice or not. Initially, there was certain hiccups, but as of now, we are very happy that most of the places when we sent our team, we found that choice of the channel is available and people are choosing also. So, this message has to be communicated to everybody from your platform that consumers have got complete option to select the channels. They can select whatever they want. They can change their selections on monthly basis or wherever they require, and that is what we wanted them to do so that their requirements should be fulfilled in most appropriate manner.
Fair point, sir. I buy that point. आप एक बात बताएं sir, ये जो implementation हुआ है since week 5 onwards, we are currently sitting in week 20, both on the viewership data and the data that we are getting on Chrome, जो free to air channels हैं, they have spiked. जो पे channels हैं, they have gone down, right? So I've got some data which I'd like to share with you. If you look at, let's take random examples. Malayalam news ले लेते हैं, right? Free to air is almost where it was. Pay has gone down by almost 90% in terms of reaching the consumers. Free to air जा रहा है. आप ले लीजिए. If you take besides regional content, if you take Hindi GEC free to air is down by about 13%. Pay has gone down by 35%. If you look at various forms of content, mostly the reach has gone down. Tamil Kids FT has gone up, पे हैज गॉन डाउन. तो मेरा सवाल ये है कि हर जॉनरा में, हर मार्केट में एट अ मैक्रो लेवल FTA has gone up, pay has gone down, which you are seeing on the content also. Is that a healthy sign? Or does it reflect that it's a price conscious consumer that we are facing today?
See, first of all, you must appreciate that India is a price conscious consumers and they are very, very sensitive to the pricing. Now, once you give them option, they very well know what to take and what not to take. Therefore, this particular regulatory framework emphasizes on empowering the consumers and let market forces work. If you are giving a good content or good TV channel, people are willing to pay you more.
Right.
If you are giving the similar good content on free to air, people have right to go over there. See, today you see there are channels which are becoming number one, which are free to air channel.
Right.
So from that point of view, it's a very healthy sign that power has been given in the hand of consumers and they are looking at what you are showing them, what is they want to see that, and accordingly they are rating them.
So corollary to that is जो नेटवर्क कैपेसिटी फी आपने मैंडेट किया है 130 रुपए में 100 चैनल्स. वीव गॉट अ नेटवर्क इन पुणे, आई डोंट टू नेम देम, with 177 channels in the network capacity fee. You got SCV running at 152, Asianet at 141, Manthan 136. So network capacity fee में 100 channels ना देकर operators are today competing with themselves to increase the number of channels in the network capacity fee to woo the consumer. So is that in the consumer interest? Because people are giving more and more in the same price.
See, definitely it is a consumer interest. What we have prescribed is that you will not charge more than 130 rupees for 100 channels.
So 100 का 200 भी हो सकता है, उसमें कोई लिमिट नहीं है.
No, but that has to be transparent. It should not be that you are giving this freedom to one customer or few group of customers and not to others.
नहीं, वो तो नहीं है मार्केट में. I think that way they are quite.
Yeah. The idea was that as long as you are giving these offers completely transparently, if consumers are getting 200 channels in 130 rupees, that is very good and that should happen. Competition should take care of the interest of the consumers and that is what we want, that market forces must work for the betterment of the consumers.
Absolutely. सर, मैं आप इंटरेस्टिंग सवाल पूछता हूँ, आप इसका चाहे तो जवाब दीजिए, चाहे तो ना दीजिए. Are you doing this in the interest of the consumer or the interest of the industry? Because एक जीतेगा तो एक हारेगा.
नहीं, I don't agree.
If the ARPUs go up, the industry will thank you, the consumer will call you. If the ARPUs go down, the consumer will say, गुप्ता जी बहुत बढ़िया काम किया, इंडस्ट्री वाले आपको फोन करना शुरू कर देंगे.
नहीं,
तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है इसमें?
नहीं, ऐसा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. मैं आपको थोड़ा और से समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. अगर ऐसा होता कंज्यूमर खुश होने से सब लोगों का नुकसान ही होता तो नो इंडस्ट्री विल फ्लरिश इन द वर्ल्ड. It is not there. There is a win-win situation. If consumer is happy, industry has to be good.
Right.
If consumer is not happy, industry will not survive for very long time. Therefore, I will give you an example. For example, if you want to give a particular channel which is liked by too many consumers, you are putting at a lower price, you will get more advertisement and in that particular manner, you will get overall money to your kitty, maybe higher than what you were getting earlier. So it is not that if consumer is happy that you will be unhappy. No, it is not. In broadcasting sector, only 33% of the revenue comes which is direct subscription by the subscribers. 67% comes as a advertisement.
नहीं, ये तो रेवेन्यू है जो ब्रॉडकास्टर तक पहुंच रहा है.
Yeah, absolutely right.
लेकिन मार्केट से टोटल जो रेवेन्यू दैट इज कलेक्टेड, इफ यू टेक एन एवरेज आरपू ऑफ 208 रुपए इनटू 20 करोड़ घर, 200 मिलियन होम्स इनटू 12 महीने, दैट कम्स टू 49,000 करोड़, which is the market size. Now the problem is, out of those 49,000 crores of distribution money, only 11,000 is reaching the broadcasters. स्टार का पकड़ लो, जी, सोनी एंड सन का करीबन मैक्सिमम 8 जाएगा, सबका 11,000, बाकी बचे करीबन 10,000 एमएसओ को पास जा रहा है. अभी तक ऑलमोस्ट 25,000 करोड़, आधा पैसा तो अनडिक्लेयर्ड जा रहे थे, तो एलसीओ के पास जा रहा था या अनडिक्लेयर्ड था. तो बाय दिस ट्रांसपेरेंसी इन द सिस्टम, आर यू होपिंग एंड इज दैट पार्ट ऑफ द एजेंडा to bring in more transparency, जो unaccounted money था वो भी declare होगा?
See, 100% transparency was brought because there should be complete transparency. Tax payments, government revenues जो due हैं, उनको government revenues मिले. Every stakeholder should get what they are supposed to get.
इस पे का आप, would you have some data? Has the number the government revenues had gone up?
It is too early to have any particular data. I have few data, but I don't have right now with us.
Yeah.
So we will share subsequently. But what I am trying to tell you that even if direct revenue to the broadcaster, even by your argument, I agree that this is going to be reduced to some extent. ultimately total revenue which they are getting from the advertisements and the subscription will be more, and that freedom has been given to the broadcaster, because you can price your channel accordingly so that you optimize on the revenue you are getting on advertisements plus revenue you are getting from the subscription. Earlier it was not like that, because even if you want to reduce the price of your channel, you are not sure that the DPOs will be reducing this particular price to the last consumers. So from that point of view, this is the empowerment of the DPOs, empowerment of the broadcasters, and naturally empowerment of the consumers.
Absolutely. Let me ask you the next question. Before the tariff order, if I had 2 connections at home, or if I had 3 connections for home, the first I was paying X, the subsequent connections I was paying a lower amount. So it was not, if I had 3 connections, it was not 3x, it was x plus 0.5x plus 0.2x or whatever that number is. Right now we are seeing on the ground many MSOs are going x into 3, right? So how do you plan to tackle that problem on the ground?
See, there are 2 components of it. Let us understand. One is the network capacity fee, and second is the subscription of the channels what you are selecting on different TV programs. On network capacity fee, we have discussions with the all DPOs, retail DPOs, and there is a consensus building up where people will be giving discount on the network capacity fee when you are going for second and subsequent connections in a particular home. Dish TV has given some sort of discount.
मेरा क्वेश्चन कुछ और है. मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि हाउ विल यू इंश्योर यू इम्प्लीमेंट इट, इज माय क्वेश्चन. और अगर मैं एमएसओ हूं, मैं इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं करता, आप मेरे अगेंस्ट क्या एक्शन लेंगे?
नहीं, सी इशू इज first of all that transparently it should be notified to the subscriber that this is the scheme, and second comes our implementation. Everything is not to be guided by some sort of strict regulations. When DPOs himself are coming forward that they are ready to give the discount to the consumers, I think it should be encouraged. The regulation should come only at a second stage when we find that on the first stage we have failed and this is not happening. And we are happy to note that some of the DTH operator and few MSO have already started it. We are sure that within 15 to 20 days, this phenomena will be adopted by other MSOs as well. So this is going to happen. Yeah. Coming on, what is the charge for the TV programs, what is being selected? As you know that free-to-air channels are within 100 channels capacity and no charge will be levied on that on top of the network capacity fee. As far as pay channels are concerned, the complete freedom has been given to select any channel what you want on different 3 TV. Right. Earlier what was happening is that what you have on the primary TV, that same has to be on secondary and the TV as such.
Right.
So considering that maybe in one room being used by the children, one is being used by old parents, one being used by ourselves, we have complete freedom as to select what we want and pay what we have selected. So accordingly, we can optimize our expenditure on different TV by properly selecting the channels what we want to view.
जी. तो मेरा क्वेश्चन फिर भी ये रहता है कि people who do not comply, right? और मैं आपसे एक चीज और ऐड करता हूँ इसमें. You keep getting a lot of complaints from one broadcaster against the other. इसके dual LCNs हैं, landing page violation, dual LCN violations, MSOs not running the EPG correctly, people not declaring the information page on the new tariff order. To give you one example, as we speak today, right? हिंदी न्यूज के 196 डुअल एलसीएन चल रहे हैं. मैं इनका नाम नहीं दूंगा एक एक चैनल का, बिकॉज नहीं तो आई लीड मोर सिक्योरिटी देन मोदी. They'll start calling me. So English news के 112 dual LCNs चल रहे हैं, right? Which is somewhere a violation of the guidelines that people are meant to operate on. There are operators who do not have 999 as their info page. Very small percentage, I think, but I should congratulate you. Majority of have do them. आप action क्या लेंगे? How will you ensure compliance is my question. Because ideas are great. It all depends on the implementation. How do you ensure compliance to dual LCN? So if channel A complains against channel B against C, करते सभी हैं, आपको भी पता है, right? आप इसको implement कैसे करेंगे? That's my question to you.
We have,
and you can be as ruthless as you want to.
We have our teams
जी.
on the ground. Certain information we are having, and wherever we find that there are people who are violating our guidelines, action will be taken.
Sir, आप will you cancel the license of a channel who's continuously violating dual LCN back to back? मैं किसका नाम दे नहीं रहा, पूछ रहा हूँ आपसे.
See, issue is that what type of action, penal action or other action would be taken. It all depends as to what is our ground finding. and how the
So
things
आपके
has
पास
happened.
proof है सर, आपके पास continuous जा रहा है, आप उस scenario में 3 महीने तक आप warnings दे रहे हैं. What is the terminal warning that you will do to ensure
See,
compliance?
all these things are not on hypothetical basis.
Okay.
It is on case to case basis. You have to look at that what are the provisions, what type of violations has happened, what type of reports you are having, what type of opportunity you have given for improvement, etc. And ultimately then it happens that what action has to be taken. But I can assure you that we are very serious for implementation of our regulatory framework, and we will ensure that no stone is left unturned to ensure that regulations are adopted in right spirit by all stakeholders in the broadcasting and cable services sector.
Mr. Gupta, I second that because I've been in the industry for a long, long time. I've been part of many meetings and I've seen the industry working towards that direction. So I think implementation, wherever there is change, there is bound to be opposition, there is bound to be inertia. But the fact is that the industry is working towards that direction. I do hope that we reach a scenario where as a consumer, everything is a la carte. That's the chat that I had with Sharma ji as well on the Bombay Delhi flight. Ideal case scenario of every single channel, complete transparency in the system. But I think we are on that direction, right? So congratulations for that, and I think it was a fantastic chatting up with you.
Thank you
on
very
Chrome
much.
Talkies.
Thank you.
Thank you.